No, you go lay down. Good boy. Okay, so we're going to turn, we're going to do all three positions for the hands. So turning both hands back. Slide the shoulders back, grip the fingers, and let's go ahead and rock gently forward and back. Just easing into it. And then find a place where you can hold for a few breaths. And come forward. Flipping the hands back now, back of the hands on the mat, fingers facing the knees, open the fingers wide. Try not to bend the elbow, externally rotate. Woo, the upper arm, slide the shoulders back, and let's rock again. So massaging the back of the hand, the wrists. And then finding a position where you can hold. Okay. Forward. All right, flipping the hands in. Okay, so your hands are still on the back of the mat. Wait. The back of the hands are on the back or on the mat. And make fists. Open the fingers wide, make a fist. Open wide, make a fist. Back and forth. Okay, so make sure that your feet are right behind the knees. Sit down on the heels and then shake it out. And make fists. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 5, and the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach back. Put those big toes away from the other. Spread the big toes. I don't know why my English went totally street English, but it happens. All right, so we're going to stretch the feet. Okay, so leaning back. You can either keep your hands on the floor, or you can bring your palms together, lift your chest. And come back. Let's stretch the feet the other way. Just make sure you open your toes. It's very important, the big toe. Okay. And then as you're bringing the knees down, don't let the ankles roll out to the sides. Okay. And again, you can hang here. I would say this is level 1. Okay, ease into it. And then coming up into level 30. So when I was doing my sadhana practice on a remote beach, which is hard to find in India, in Karnataka, I lived on the beach. Basically, I lived on the sand. Okay, I lived on the beach for I think 2 weeks, and I would go up the beach to get water because there's a fresh spring, you know, and nobody was out there. And then one morning I'm doing yoga on the, you know, of course doing my yoga because it's my sadhana practice, and there's this man that comes out literally out of the bushes, and he's a white man, he's not Indian. So basically he's an architect from Austria. He lives in those bushes for 6 months out of the year to get a break. So I have many stories about him. He was a really amazing dude. So he basically had been in those bushes. I just hadn't noticed him for 2 weeks. So he was doing also his sadhana practice. Okay, he's an older guy, but my point of telling you this is that he discussed with me the fact that sun salutations are, when we're looking at levels like beginner, intermediate, advanced, in his opinion, they are advanced. So sun salutations, especially the Ashtanga style, the Vinyasa style, they're advanced. It's an advanced practice. It's not easy. Okay, it takes years to master, and then even then, you know, depending on your body, if you don't do it over, I don't know, even a week, you know, you lose it a little bit. So, and that's okay. But it's definitely an advanced practice. I agree with him. It's not easy. and he's not just meaning the physical aspect of the sun salutations, you know, because we can push through. We're quite, especially as women, we're quite strong that we can just push through things, and we can push our bodies, you know, quite well. But what he meant was the breath. So trying to deal with the breath or cope with the breath and have it where it matches completely your movement, and that your movement is completely, you've heard me say this so many times, that your movement is completely matched or completely driven by the breath. It's not the other way around. So it's the movement is driven by the breath. So the breath comes first, movement is after. Okay. So that's probably the hardest part, is not to lose track of your breath. That's the purpose. I think one of the main purposes of the vinyasa, besides warm up, okay, is to get into your breathing. Okay? So that's probably why it's more advanced. So let's try that. Well, we will do even upward facing dog. Okay, you haven't done that in a while. So just remember that when you're doing upward facing dog, before, because I don't want to hold it and then try to explain, remember that you have to get your toes back farther, okay, for it to work for you to come forward and up. Okay, just a little tip there. Let's see, anything else? So I'll lead us through the first round, and then we'll do it the last 4 rounds on your own, trying to get your breath involved. So, and that's why I want us to do it alone, because we all breathe differently. Okay, we all have, I mean, if you're following only me, we're going to be holding probably one posture for 20 of your breaths, you know. So let's not do that. What was the other thing? Oh, so if you want to practice with your feet open, that's fine, or with your feet closed, up to you. If you want to use your blocks to come down into more of a push-up position, great. That's up to you as well. I think I'm going to use my block to do that, because you can still do upward facing dog when you use the block. Okay, super. So let's begin. Okay, so getting your legs nice and strong, activate Activate the upper arms, pull them back and down, pulling the lower abdomen in. Find your focus, your eye focus. Tune into the breath. And once you tune into the breath, exhale, press your palms together, so be firm. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. If you can, keep a straight leg, straight back, but again, that's up to you. And inhale, preparing to jump. Exhale, jump. Lower yourself down. And then inhale, up into upward facing dog, keeping the knees off the ground. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so I would bend the knees, lift the heels up. 1. Push back. 2. 3. 4. 5. Preparing to jump forward. And jump when you're ready. And inhale, slowly coming back up. And exhale, Tadasana. Okay, so you're on your own, okay, for four times. Was that your last round, Gertie? Are you doing one more?
I lost count.
You lost count? Okay. All right. Let's wait for Lisa to come back. And of course, if you want to do one more, please do.
Thanks.
All right. Then we'll move on. We'll wait for Lisa to come back and then we'll move on. I mean, we're going to do one more anyways to come down. Okay. So maybe you noticed something different since the last time we've done this. Maybe not. Just little things to, like little, what do we call them? Little landmarks in time, like a timeline. I mean, I've noticed a difference, like the strength in the arms and the body. So, okay, and our balance is quite nice. So let's go ahead and we're going to vinyasa down again. Jump back, and then we'll do one more upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and then we will come into the next sequence. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll begin. Inhaling, reaching the arms up, and exhale if you can. Straight legs, straight back. If not, that's totally fine. And all the way down. Inhale, preparing to jump. Exhale, high plank, lower yourself. And then inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll go ahead and go to the left side first. Step the left leg forward. And just turn the right heel in slightly. Okay, so you don't pull your right hip back. Your right hip is still coming forward. And then lift your toes up on the left side. Okay, push the ball of the foot down and lengthen the leg to start to straighten the knee. And then let's go ahead and take that right arm behind you. Okay, so we're in a Trikonasana variation. So the right hand's behind you, pull the shoulder back, but don't twist up because that means you're twisting in the spine. Pull your rib cage in so you can even feel yourself. You can feel that it's all lined up. Okay, now I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's come up. Track the left knee forward. Okay. Now you can step the right foot back even farther. Still the toes are pointing in, but maybe not so much. Okay. But again, with these warrior poses and these like Trikonasana, there is no right way, if that makes sense, or there is no wrong way. Okay, it's up to your body. So since I'm getting older, I like to now, and I took that workshop and then taught the hip workshop. I'm not pulling that hip back anymore. So I'm going to bring my hip forward a little bit and then come into the pose. Okay, now I'm going to check my hips. So at least the hips are balanced to the floor. Then I come into the full expression. But we're going to hold here longer than 5 breaths. Okay, 1, 2, and try to squeeze the legs, whatever you can get. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep squeezing the legs. 7, 8, 9, 10, Ardha Chandrasana. Oh, that didn't work out. Okay. I was trying to be graceful. All right, so let's fix the standing leg first. Just let the back leg dangle. We'll fix that in a moment. So try to open your toes. Get that block out of the way. You can also put the block underneath your hand. Oops. Okay. But get your toes open and then look at the left knee and try to externally rotate the thigh. So you're squeezing the thigh and trying to externally rotate it. And then flex the right leg and kick that up even higher. If you can get your balance, you can take the right arm and you can slide that back behind your lower back. So it's like a half bind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, go ahead and step down, step back, high plank. Your modification of a push-up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Just stay here for a moment, let the blood come back into the left leg. Slow your breath if it got choppy. And let's do the other side. So turning the left heel in just ever so slightly. Step the right foot forward. Okay, let's activate the right foot. So lift the toes up. Pressing the ball of the foot down so you can feel the calf activate. Okay. And then to have your hand on your shin bone. And my Australian teacher, who taught me a lot of anatomy, she always called this growing up from the ground or from the earth, growing up from the earth. So she really liked doing Trikonasana from this angle. Okay, so allow your left hip to come forward. Take the left hand behind you, shoulders back, and just, you can look to the left. 1, pull your elbow back. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, standing up, watching the knee track forward. Okay, you can step the left foot back a little bit farther. That's it. And then feel your hips. Okay, you want both hips to be even to the floor. So you might have to drop the left hip down, lift the right hip up, and then squeeze your buttocks and your legs, and that'll help you to tuck the tailbone under a little bit. Okay. And again, don't push or pull the left hip backwards. Let it come forward. Okay, then set your arms up. Squeezing shoulder blades closer together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep squeezing the legs. Don't let the right knee start sliding back. Keep it right on top of the ankle. 8, 9, 10. Ardha Chandrasana. See if I can make it a little bit more graceful this time. All right, so just let the left leg dangle, fix the right first. So the toes are open, look at your knee and your thigh. Externally rotate the thigh so you feel the strength and the lifting of the right hip. Then reach the left leg back and up, and you can take the left hand back behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back into high plank. Your version of Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Okay, so spending some time here. Letting the blood come back into the legs. Letting the breath rest. Okay, prepare to jump forward. Okay, your feet are open, maybe your mat distance apart. Okay, and this is one of those, you can use your blocks if you need to, or if you want to. We're going to hold this for 10 breaths, okay, 10 count. So I'm going to come up on a block first, and then around 5, I'm going to come down. So move your body forward so you're stacking the hips on top of the knees, on top of the ankles. Okay. Squeeze the legs, activate the feet. See if you can drop yourself a little bit closer to the floor. You might not even need the block. All right, 1. 2, is your neck relaxing? 3, neck relaxed, the legs are not relaxed. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep squeezing and lifting the thighs. 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, take the right leg, step it straight back. You might have to bring it to the middle of your mat just to accommodate your hips, because I didn't move the left foot, and bring the right knee down. Untuck the toe, and then start to shift your pubic bone forward. So we're in a lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and change legs. Now just press back and then step the right foot forward, knee down, and then push the hips forward. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to lift up, downward facing dog. And then prepare to jump, and you're going to jump halfway. Okay. Heel toe the feet together. I'll turn towards you so that at least the big toes touch, and bend both knees. Okay, so we're going to practice, waking up the spine, because this is also part of back bending. Okay, so when you move to the left, we're going to go to the right first. Sorry, just fell down. So if you need to put something under your feet, under your heels, please do that. Okay. And when you move to the right side, don't move the hips or the knees. Okay, so meaning that the left knee is prone to come forward. Okay, so leave it back. Okay, and just walk your hands over to the right side of the body. Okay, and you can put a little pressure into the left arm by pulling the shoulder blades back. 1, 2, 3. Oops, there goes my knee. You gotta look a little bit sometimes. 4, 5. All right, let's walk to the other side. Okay, look at your right knee, pull it back if it slipped forward, and you can push, put a little pressure in the left leg by sliding the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and coming back to center, we're gonna keep our heads down, but straighten the legs, open the feet, your hip distance apart, and then bend the knees a little bit, like back and forth. Just kind of shake it out. I don't know about you, but my ankles get tired real quick in that pose. Just shake it out, let the blood come back in. Okay, and then bring the big toes together again. Okay, remember this next, to lift off the feet, it takes a lot of oblique strength, okay? So walking your hands over to the right side. Okay, look at the knees, pull the left knee back a little bit. That's it, pull your shoulder blades back, and then start to put your body weight in towards the fingers, and then flex the feet and squeeze them off the ground. That's it. And then push yourself back to center. Oops. Recenter the feet if they got out of alignment. That's it. And then we'll go to the other side. And again, always one side is probably easier for most of us. I think that could be my left side. Okay. And then check your knee, press your shoulder blades back, and then just start to bend the knee, or sorry, the elbows, bringing your face away from the fingers or forward of the fingers and squeezing that oblique and bringing the feet up, and then come back. Let's do that one more time. I'll take a look. Okay, so if you need to, you can shake the legs out and then come back down. Okay, let's take a look. All right, so when you're ready, you're squatting, you're gonna walk your feet, or your other feet, yeah. You're gonna walk your other feet, your hands over, yeah, that's it, yeah. And then squeeze the obliques, keep pushing the shoulders back, bringing your body weight over the fingertips, fingertips are gripping. Yeah, that's it. Good, then come back when you're ready. Yeah, it looks good. And walking over to the left side or the other side. Just take your time, check your knee. Yeah, and again, one side's a little bit easier for most of us. Yeah, that's it. Good, great. Easy peasy. All right. So I think we've gained a lot of strength, and it could be all the Pincha training, I'm not sure, but we've gained a lot of strength in the upper body. Go figure. Okay, so these things are a little bit easier. Okay, so we've been doing some good work. All right, so what I would like to do is, so I've been building up to some back bends. Let's go ahead and we'll vinyasa down, jump back into high plank, and then we will lower all the way down and do like a couple cobras, cobra strike, okay, cobras, and we'll do Danudasana and just try to get the upper back to open. The lower back most of the time is always open, so we want to get the upper back ready for a back bend. Okay. All right, so standing in Tadasana when you're ready. Get your eye focus again. Oh yeah, there's the breath. I forgot about the breath while I'm talking. Get your breath back into your mind, and when you're ready, let's inhale and flow up. Exhale. Inhale, prepare to jump back. Exhale, jump. And then bringing yourself all the way down. All right. So you can work with feet together or feet open. It's totally up to you and how your lower back feels. Okay. Reach the legs back so your legs are activated. Pull the shoulders back and squeeze the elbows in so you look like a little insect. Okay, a little grasshopper. Tuck your chin. Tuck your tailbone. And then inhale, exhale, lift the chest up and don't use the hands yet. Okay, 1. 2, the hands are just there for support. 3, 4, 5. Now try to shorten the muscles on your upper back. Squeeze. Put a little pressure in the hands, but keep your shoulders down. 1. Keep squeezing the backside. 2, shoulders down. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go ahead and go right into Danudasana. We'll do that twice as well. So, I'm still feeling the class on Monday. My legs are feeling it a little bit still, a little bit stiff. All right, so I recommend grabbing the left side first. Okay, and we're going to work on bringing the head down. Push your pubic bone down, so you're going to start to feel the thighs, hopefully, well, unless you're totally stretched out, but the thighs are going to start to pull, okay, when you're pushing the hips and the pubic bone down. And when you're ready, just pull back with the feet and keep your head down. 1, 2, all the pressure's in the belly. 3, keep squeezing the shoulder blades closer together. 4, 5. Now, lift all the way up with the head and the chest, and see if you can lift the legs up and pull back even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's come back into a child's pose. Up to you, either big toes together, knees apart, or big toes together, knees together. Okay, it's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, go ahead and come on up. So we're going to go at this again 2 different ways. We're going to go into a full wheel. Actually, no, we're going to do baby bridge first. I think that's more important. That's properly done. So we're going to do baby bridge. Well, actually, we're going to do downward facing dog first. Jump forward, lay down, do Setu Bandhasana, baby bridge. And then we're going to do the full wheel, and just to check yourself, no judgments, just to see where you're at today with the full wheel. Okay, maybe you can't get up today, maybe you can, and then we'll try it again up against the wall, and we'll make adjustments with the blocks. Okay, all right, so downward facing dog first. Letting the blood come back into the legs. Refocusing on your breathing. And prepare to jump. And bending the knees, letting the popo catch you, and all the way. You know, popo is also a colloquial English term, not British English, but American English for the police. If you didn't know that, I don't know if you use that, Lisa, when you're there, the popo. So it's not just your bum. Okay, it's the popo, the police. All right, popo's arrived. Which in the States, usually it's not a good thing. Okay, so pressing the arms down. Pressing your shoulders, shoulder tips down. Okay. And let's go ahead and activate your feet. Try to relax your neck. The neck always gets involved. Try to relax the neck. All right, inhale and exhale, slowly peeling the back off the ground, 1 vertebra at a time, as much as you can. Keep the arms nice and strong. Push into the feet and see if you can bring the chest comfortably to the chin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. All right, go ahead and come on down. When you go up, we do the full wheel. Okay. Just remember, don't let your toes open out to the sides. Okay, that's 1. Keep them straight. And 2, keep tilting the pelvis. Okay, so you're pulling the pubic bone, even though it's a contradiction, but you keep pulling the pubic bone towards your rib cage. Okay, so you're trying to teach the lower back to at least kind of not be so kinked. Okay, so you want the bend to be more in the upper back, which is really hard to get. Okay, so you want to get the bend in the upper back. And in the hip flexors, okay, so the front of the hip. So that's where most of your back bend should be coming from, is the front of the hips. All right, so let's see where we're at today. I'll do it with you. I'm going to count to 5 once I get up, so we're going to hold it. And then I'll come over and we'll have a quick little chat, see how you're doing, and then we'll make changes and do it again with the blocks on the wall. You leave my armpits alone, okay? This is not the time, Micro. You're really cute with your wagging tail. This is not the time. Yep, no. Okay, good boy. All right, I'm coming up. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay. So go ahead and just going to say, bang your knees on your belly. Okay. It's really nice for the lower back. This is a technical chiropractic thing to do, or physical therapy thing to do, is to bang your knees on your belly. It is a physical therapist style exercise. I think it's funny. Okay, I'm going to come over and see how you guys are doing. All right, oh, Lisa's down. You okay, Lisa? All right, were you able to get up? Everybody got up? Yeah, Gertie, did you get up? Thumbs up if you got up. Okay, excellent. Lisa, yeah, did you get up? Okay, Kat, I'm sure Kat got. Oh, Kat's doing a little back bend there, or forward bend. Kat, did you get up? Was that a so-so or a thumbs?
I think I could get up, but I ate too much before class.
Oh, I'm kind of jealous. Okay. Okay, then we don't want it to come back up. All right.
I think my main problem is not getting up. I used to be able to do that all the time, but I can't straighten my arms. I think they are still a little bit bent.
Okay, that's fine.
That's my impression, but I'm not sure since I can't see me.
Okay, so we're gonna use the blocks up against the wall to help with that. Hands on the blocks. Okay, Lisa, do you need any help, Lisa? No, she's like, I'm just, yeah, yeah, she's got it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice, Lise. Just keep trying to squeeze your buttocks and tuck your pubes under. Yeah, looks good. Looks really good. Okay. Come down when you're ready, Lise, and you don't have to do this again if you don't feel like it. Okay, oops, sorry. Oops, got a little dizzy here. All right. So let's see. Oh yeah. Give me a moment. I'm gonna move my mat over, because after this we're gonna practice Pincha. So let me just move my mat. And the camera, sorry, it went blurry. Of course it goes blurry when I move the camera. Okay, come on camera. Hello camera. There we go. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I just did it again. I found someone, a woman in Wuppertal, near Wuppertal, who's teaching archery on horseback. That could be my next new thing. That's definitely, I don't want it to be in the bucket list because I want to do it actually. I want to study archery and then do it on horseback. That's just so cool. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to put the blocks, you can see from the side, I'm going to put the blocks up against my radiator here. Okay, and it's actually, your whole hand does not go on the block. It's, if you remember, it's like this. I don't know if you can see that. It's like this is, your hands are kind of like an L shape, okay, because you're pushing with the palm of the hand into the corner or the edge of the block. So I think you probably remember this. All right, so the idea is to get your head in between the block. And then the hands on the edge. Okay. And it gives you something to push into, and make sure that your blocks are stable. They're not going to slip out on you. All right. And then you push into the blocks. Okay. Pushing into the blocks. Oh, hey, well, that's such a huge improvement, Gertie. Huge improvement. Wow. I mean, that is so much better than last summer. That's amazing. So yeah, don't judge yourself. You've got like 100% improvement. That's really, really great. So the shoulder, all the shoulder work, everything is just, I think, really working out for us. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Thank you. Could you check just once without the blocks?
Yeah, of course.
That would be great. Thank you.
Yep. Let me just pin you here. There we go. Yep. Wow, it's just so much easier for you now. Yeah, and then I would say just try to keep pulling the elbows closer together. You know, oh, oops. Yeah. Yeah, that looks great. Just pulling the elbows closer together, and that'll help the shoulders to open as well. Yeah, and that's okay if you can't straighten the elbows. It'll come. Okay, it looks really nice. Yeah, great. Okay, so let's do, yeah, shake it out. I love, did you do, is that natural? Yeah, it's beautiful, Gertie. You know, I always see you guys, you know, we always have our hair up, you know, most of the time. And then when you have your hair down, it's like, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so let me repin myself so I know when I go blurry, it's not if. And then we're gonna do Pincha and yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm having a brain fart. I need to eat. I need to eat. I got a beautiful cast iron wok for Christmas this year, and I am so thinking about, which I shouldn't be, because I should be thinking of focusing on yoga. But I keep thinking about the Chinese broccoli I'm going to make with garlic when I get home. I'm like, Oh, and the walk. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. So let me do it, and then of course you can do it as well with me, and then let's do it one more time, and I'll run over and take a look. So I want us to focus on squaring the hips, okay? And let's just do full Pincha arms, okay, arms open. All right, pressing the feet into your wall, hips on top of the knees, elbows under your shoulders, and then slide your shit back. I don't know why I told you my English is turning into a street language right now. So slide your elbows back about 3 centimeters. Okay. And then now we come up. All right, let's do right leg first. So right leg comes up, square your hips, squeeze the inner thighs. 1. Try to pull your rib cage in, tuck your tailbone. 2. 3. Press your thumbs down. 4. 5. All right, come on down. Oh yeah, we get to do that 4 times. 3 more. Swing the arms. Okay, so it is an actual training of taking the rib cage, pulling it in. Okay, that's probably the hardest. And taking your pubic bone and tucking it. Okay, so maybe think rounding the back in this posture. Okay, when we kick up, that's different. Your back's gonna go into a back bend anyways. Of course, when we try to hold the legs straight up, yeah, you want to try to take that curve out of the back as much as you can. But for this kind of training, see if you can round the back, squeeze the inner thigh, and lift up, square the hips. Okay. All right. Let's do the left side. So get into your position. Elbows back a little bit. Check your fingers. Make sure your fingers are open, and let's climb up halfway. Okay, then the left leg comes up, square the hips, and try to round your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, take a moment, swing the arms a little bit, and then I'll come over and take a look and check your hips. Thank you, Kat. I can actually see. Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, whenever you're ready, I think Kat's going to go first here. I'll go ahead and pin her. Yeah. That's it. And then just try to pull everything in, rounding the back. Yep, squeeze the inner thigh. Nice. Nice. Oh, oops. Nice, Kat. Okay. Go ahead and do the other leg when you're ready, Kat. I'll take a look at Lise. Okay, I know it's hard, Lisa, but try to pull your rib cage in. Yeah, I see that. Okay, good. And your hips look pretty good as well. Excellent. So rest and then come back to it. Do the other side. Okay, I'll check Gertie's. Oh, look at you, Gertie. Nice. Wow, we've got some Pincha peacock queens. Super. How would you say try to squeeze your inner thigh maybe a little bit more, Gertie, but it looks pretty good. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, save your strength. Save your strength. And do the, oh, sorry. If you didn't do both legs, please do the other leg. Okay. All right. So after you do the other leg, then we're going to practice with the hands interlaced. Okay, give us more balance. And we're gonna get really close to the wall and open the legs really wide, and you're gonna use this pointing action of the feet, okay, because you see, you know, when you flex your foot and then point, it's about, what is that, at least 10 centimeters, depending on how big our feet are, at least 10 centimeters of putting you away from the wall, okay? All right, so I'll go ahead and do it first, and then you can join me or do it after, it's no problem. Okay, I set up first, and then I know I have to move really close, really close. And this is where you don't worry about rounding the back. Okay, so it's a feeling. I went blurry. There we go. So it's deep. It's a whole area deep inside you and your lower back and the outside of the hips when you lift off. Okay, you should feel an intensity. Yeah, and I would bring, oh boy, I would come a lot closer, Gertie, a lot closer. Yeah, it's like you're, yeah, it's like, it should feel like you're really jammed up there. Yep. And then don't lift your feet up so high. There you go. There. If you have room, I think you have a corner there. Yeah, if you have room, you can open your feet. Yep. So you want your feet to be as high as your hips. There you go. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So just one tip is bringing the shoulder or the elbows closer to the wall. That'd make it much easier. Yeah. I mean, I say easier. It isn't a very advanced pose. Okay. So save your strength. You know, try it again if you want, or not, because we're actually gonna try kicking up. We're gonna practice kicking up, and our not touching the wall game. Okay, so just save your strength. I'm gonna move the camera, move my mat back. All right. Okay, so again, your foot touches the wall, you have to come down and do it again. Okay, so I want you to practice that, finding the balance without the wall. Okay, so finding the balance. And I didn't say this before, but it's just like we're practicing, we didn't do it today, but just like when we're practicing the training part, when I have you walk your feet closer to the elbows, it's the same here. So you want to walk your feet closer to the elbows. Yes, it stresses the hamstrings, but you want to walk your feet closer to the elbows, then kick up, because it makes it much, the form is much better that way. Okay. You don't have to use so much momentum. That's the whole issue. So you want to use as less momentum and less force as you can. So by walking the feet forward as far or as close as you can to the elbows, lifting the heels, that makes the force and the momentum less. And then you can basically just, it's not basic, but walk up, okay? All right. So let's try it. Try one leg. Okay, and that really is the key, walking your feet as close as you can to your elbows and just use a little bit, just as less as you can, okay? As less as you can, the force and the momentum of the leg. And it's also that flicking of the other, oh, I saw that, do it again. But there you go, nice, Gertie. There you go, Lise. Yeah, nice, good, good. And of course, if you're touching the wall, it's probably too much force, yeah, and possibly too much force. I would guess that's number one. Number two could be you're contracting your back a bit too much, but I think it's more force. And if you're, here, that's what I wanted to say. repeat, erase what I just said. So if you're touching the wall, it's too much force. That'd be my good guess. Excuse me, a little dizzy. And if you, I just had a brain fart. Oh, darn it. I really need to eat. Okay, let me do the other side and I will remember the second one, the second point. Was it squeezing the lower back? Okay. So if you're coming, there we go, I just remembered. So if you're coming down, back down to the ground too quickly, you're not using your back enough. Because it takes back strength to hold it, lower back strength, and then it's a fine line between pushing and back. So it's kind of, I'm going to exaggerate it, but it's like this. Okay, really pushing and arching your back to hold the pose. Okay, let me do it with one because it's also very, very much fun for me. Let me do the other side. So again, walking. Okay, I touched the wall. I gotta come down. Okay. All right, super. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Nice, nice, everyone, nice. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting used to it, good. And of course, we have our days where it's probably impossible. Oh, nice, Gertie. It could be impossible to do. And that depends. Really getting dizzy a lot today. Okay, that's normal for me. Again, I have to eat. And, it could be your diet, your current diet, because that's performance. What you feed your body, has everything to do with your performance, or your performance has everything to do with nutrition. So it depends on what you ate. It depends on, if you did like a hardcore class or rode your bike up the hill, or any kind of exercise that your body's kind of fatigued from, or even stress can do it. Okay, so there's a lot, and there's much more factors. Okay, great. Well, we're running out of time for our fun little circus show, and we should do some forward bends. So actually, let's do the forward bend. Let's do Baddha Konasana up against the wall. Okay, good old Nicole style. Okay, I like Nicole's style of doing that, and then we can get a little breathing practice in there. I gotta put my long sleeve shirt back on. Oh, I probably should, let me turn the music off too. There we go. Okay. So luckily for me, I just want to share, because I'm not excited about it, but well, I'm excited. I'm going to share two things while we get into our position here. One is that I'm going to start working, I think next weekend, I'm going to start working on my logging with draft horses course. So I'm gonna go down south and learn how to take logs out safely with big, huge horses. And then next month I'm gonna practice and do another course with agriculture with horses. And then in May I'm gonna go all the way down to Bavaria, do the same thing with another group of people. So that's in motion. Yay! It's finally in motion. And then the whole warehouse job, I was invited, I basically got a promotion today. So they want me to work, do mornings, which I prefer mornings than, you know, the stupid graveyard shift. And because I have a brain and I use it, they don't want me doing just basically what I'm doing, because they can use me for bigger and better things. So which makes, I don't have to work as much, you know, I can choose the hours that I want to work, which is great. So it has nothing to do with the yoga. So the yoga is still going to be, you know, going strong. But it's going to help me to just relax a bit, and the pay is a bit better too. So I'll be more like a supervisor. I'll be more in the management position. So that's good for everyone. And plus my German is getting better and better, especially with this new teacher that I have. My speaking is getting much better. So, okay, great. So we're here. Make sure your bum is up against the wall, feet are together. And again, if this doesn't feel good for some reason with your hips, you're feeling some pinching, or with your knees, put blocks underneath your knees. Okay, so do it, be nice to your body. Okay, and you can put your hands on your knees, that puts weight, okay, puts a bit of weight, and then tuck your chin a bit, bring your head back, maybe to the wall, so the wall is completely supporting your body, and just close your eyes, let your belly relax. Allow your face to relax. Shoulders, arms relaxed. Breath relaxed. Take this relaxed state And just hinge forward until you feel your back start to bend, and then just stop there. So try to keep your back straight. And if you can go a little further, go ahead and round your back and let the weight of your head pull on the spine. Okay. Let's go ahead and come back up. Support your knees with your hands. We're going to move into, actually we're going to turn around and face the wall. And we're going to do a spinal twist and then move into legs up the wall. Okay, so bringing your arms into cactus, knees into tabletop, and bringing the knees over to the right side. And bring your left leg up and your right and over to the left side. And then roll your upper body all the way over to the left so you can push yourself up from the side. We'll get closer to the wall. And then bring the legs up. And we'll just be here for a few minutes. begin to deepen your breath. Bending the knees. If you need more time here, please spend the time. Maybe push into the wall with the feet, pulling the pubic bone closer to the chest or rolling the lower back. The lower back feels quite nice today. And then reach the arms over the head, stretching the spine. And rolling out of that. Coming back up. Okay, bringing the palms together, base of the thumbs touching the heart center. And thank yourself for all of your efforts. Thank each other for our efforts together. Thank your teachers for their efforts. How do you want to touch that? Thank you for sharing this time with all of us this evening. I wanted to share something with you that is actually, I feel a difference, it's working. I always like to share things that, like herbs and things that I take, and if I feel it actually changes or does something, then I like to share it. And the topic is flax. I think it's something like Leonen or something like this in German, but it's flaxseed. And
Leinsamen.
it's got, it's like a, Gertie, you probably already know, but it's like a natural estrogen. So they're using it, there's been a lot of clinical studies on it, using flaxseed, a big dose instead of basically horse hormones, and to help with different issues that we may get as women. So, and I already feel a difference. I've been doing it every day for 3 weeks now, and it's awesome. So I'm definitely feeling a difference. You know, I mean, I am pushing 50, you know, so, but I feel like I have more energy. I don't have that urge to pee my pants all the time anymore. You know, little things like this that can be a life-changing kind of situation for us when we, either now or when we get older. So just so you know, I feel a difference. Seems like it works. It's a nice little seed, but you have to chop it. You have to grind it in order it won't work. Okay, super. So thank you again, and I wish you a nice weekend and a good night.
Night.
Bye. Nice practice tonight.